When I first seriously got involved in airsoft and I started thinking about things like building a loadout or going to multi-day national events, one of the first things that I realized is that I'm going to need a high quality uniform. However, there are a lot of different options out there at a lot of different price points, so what do you go with? Well, in today's video, I want to help you guys with that exact question that I had years ago. In today's video, I want to talk to you about a uniform that is not only comfortable, but is durable at an affordable price point. So in today's video, we'll be talking about Tru-Spec's line of uniforms and really why I think that they are the best uniforms for airsoft use on a budget. What's up guys? My name is Lane and welcome back to the BB Warrior. We're here to help you have a better time both on and off the airsoft field through our educational content. And if you enjoy videos like these, we'd love it if you joined our community by hitting that subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, make sure to hit that bell icon next to it for updates when we post brand new videos every single Friday. So I think one of the first things that I would really like to mention about Tru-Spec is their uniforms come in a ton of different colors. So most national events you're going to go to, or a little bit more organized fields, are going to be like a green versus tan, and you have plenty of options. So like for the green team, just off the top of my head, they've got M81, which is what we're going to be taking a look at today. They've got Ranger Green or Olive Drab, I don't remember. And for the tan team, they've got, multicam, UCP. I believe they even have like a straight like khaki color. So there are a ton of options, and if you're going to an event that allows black, or you just want it for yourself, I know they have black, they have multicam black. They also have Arid and Tropic, now that I think about it, as well. So you have a ton of different options with Tru-Spec. So the first piece that we're going to talk about for today is the quarter zip combat shirt. If you want to hear about the pants, which are the tactical response uniform pants, you can go to this time to go see information about that piece of kit. However, for the shirt, it is your combat shirt style of uniform. So there are some distinct advantages of having a combat shirt over other systems out there, such as, like a BDU top or like a raid mod top. And the main advantage behind this is that, one, it is significantly more comfortable underneath armor. So if you're wearing a plate carrier, a ruck, even a chest rig, having this center of the body, it's going to be so much more comfortable than having like a 50-50 Nyko rubbing up against your chest all day. And as well, you can tuck this in if you're using like a gun belt or something like that. So overall, it's just much better to be using for like a combat role, which is what airsoft is. So this is built out of a 50-50 Nyko for the sleeves. The same thing with the pants, and then the shirt is, I believe, a 60-40 poly cotton. I could be mistaken about that. If I am, I'll leave a annotation. However, this is designed fairly similarly to like the ACU style of uniform. So on each sleeve, you're going to have these big old pockets right here, right on your shoulder. It's going to have nice female Velcro on here. So for airsoffing purposes, you can throw your morale patches if you're using night vision or anything like that. They do have the strip and whatnot for a glint tab. However, it's, again, a fairly similar to the ACU. They do have reinforced elbows on here, which I'm a real big fan of because that is something that's going to get worn down if you're doing a lot of crawling. And they do Velcro open, it looks like. Yes, they do. I just never use any sort of joint protection for my elbows. But you can open this up and put in like a neoprene style of protector. I just never use them because I pretty much always roll up my sleeves. They do have pen pockets along the sleeve. I believe that's on both of them. That is just on your left-hand side, which I could be mistaken about this. I believe that's the same on the ACU cut. Someone who actually served in the United States military can correct me. And then it does have loop for the closures on the cuffs, which I'm a big fan of. I like hook and loop on here as opposed to button because you can really cinch it down, or you can let it, just expand out. There's more options with it. So this is the quarter zip, like I mentioned. So there is a zipper that's going to come down to right about where my microphone is. So if you need to get a little bit more breathability, that is possible. But I do like that they went with the zipper and collar because I'm a huge fan of having collars on any sort of combat shirt. And the reason for that is that having a collar makes sure that any sort of strap, so again, a plate carrier, a chest rig, even the sling to your gun, isn't going to be rubbing up against your shoulder. And if you're doing that for extended periods of time, let's say you're going to a multi-day event, that's just going to suck. Or the sling might, pull at the shirt and then you're getting sunburn, and that's just no fun. Now, another small detail that I really appreciate, going back to straps and everything like that, there is no seam on the shoulder. So on a lot of shirts, like the shirt that I'm wearing right now, there's a seam right here. That's bad for load bearing because you don't want to seem having a lot of weight on it, especially if you're the type of guy that likes to run training plates or something dumb like that. You don't have to worry about that on here. And overall, this is just a very comfortable uniform from Tru-Spec. The only complaint that I've had about this combat shirt so far, I've owned it for about a year or so, I've got some slight pilling right where, like my chest rig or my armor is. It's nothing that compromises the actual integrity of the clothing. It's just something that I've noticed and something that you'll probably notice if you own this as well. But other than that really tiny detail, I haven't had any major complaints on here. I think what I'm going to do is take like a seam ripper and get rid of the pens or the pen holders on the arm because I have no use for them as an airsofter, and it makes rolling up the sleeves a little bit more difficult. As someone who does roll up the sleeves, I'm not a fan that there's only about an inch on the cuff. However, that's just a small minor detail. It doesn't really matter. Now let's move on to the pants. The pants that we're going to be taking a look at today are the Tactical Response Uniform pants from Tru-Spec. And then again, these are modeled very similar to the ACU cut. But there's a few things that I really appreciate about this. First off, the front pockets on this are incredibly deep. They go down to about the top of the cargo pocket. Why does that matter, you ask? Well, when I'm playing airsoft, if I'm not at a Desert Fox event, I want to keep my phone on me, or maybe I want to keep my wallet on me. And I know with a lot of pants, like the Cryo Precision G3 pants, for example, they aren't super deep pockets, and because of that, I've had stuff fall out of my pocket. So even if I wanted to keep, like, a magazine in there, like if I need to keep an empty magazine when I'm going to chrono or something like that for my M4, that is a possibility with these pants. While it's a small detail, it's one that I greatly appreciate. Moving a little bit farther down the leg, you do have a cargo pocket on each side. Now it is slanted slightly down, as you can hopefully see on here. That's just nice because it's a little bit more ergonomic when you're trying to grab it versus having it, flat up against your body. It is Velcro, which personally I like Velcro more than buttons. And it does have a small little pocket on the inside of here that they advertise for holding an M4 style magazine. You could definitely do that. I think you could also fit like a smaller, like 12-ounce bottle of water, but that is the only sort of organization inside of the cargo pocket. But talking about a little bit more about sizing, I should probably move into right now. It does have belt loops, so again, if you want to run a battle belt or like a gun belt, something like that, that is completely possible. That's something that I like about American clothing, is that they've always standardized on having, belt loops on here versus a lot of the Russian kit that I use doesn't have belt loops or anything on it. It does have buttons instead of a zipper. I'm a big fan of that because buttons are significantly easier to fix and maintain than a zipper, and as well, it's more quiet. Typically, I'm a fan of like a dual button and Velcro setups, like a Velcro flap and then buttons, kind of like my Beyond pants are. However, that's kind of a premium feature, and these pants aren't exactly premium. They're more budget friendly, and they do have drawstrings in here, so you can cinch it down a little. I've never seen that on a combat uniform before, but it's kind of interesting, I guess. Now, for being, again, a more affordable uniform, there are some more refined things you're going to find in here. There are some smaller pockets on the pants. We're not going to go into super detail about. There are rear pockets, which is really cool, considering that my Beyond pants and LBX pants don't have rear pockets, and that really upsets me. That's my only thing I don't like about the Beyond pants, but we're not talking about those today. And then finally, you do have a room for built-in knee pads. This is something that you don't see on a lot of affordable pants. However, I'm a real big fan of it because I love joint protection, especially for my knees, because falling on your knees or, taking a knee on something that's kind of sharp really sucks. I'm sure everyone's experienced it before. And, Cryo Precision pants are $180. These are, I believe, about $50, maybe even less. So I do like it. It does not fit the Cryo Airflex knee pad. You're going to need to go with the field style of pads from Cryo, or, there's other companies that make them out of like neoprene, stuff like that. You're going to have to go with one of those because it's not an external knee pad like a Cryo Airflex, but it does fit knee pads, which is cool. And then it does have a cinch down at the bottom of each leg. However, that is like 550 cord. That is, again, kind of interesting, something I haven't seen before. I've seen some other systems, but never something with like a 550 cord like material. But overall, guys, kind of my final opinion on the Tru-Spec uniforms. They are not the best uniform in the world. Do not get me wrong. That is not what this video is to talk about. However, I think that for their price point, they are fantastic. Something that you have to accept is that uniforms are going to eventually break. They're eventually going to tear, rip, whatever it may be. And these pants actually do have some tearing and some ripping. As you can see, they're a little chewed up here in the back. I've got some seam that ripped out. I've got some scrapes and whatnot. That was from me just eating it on concrete. However, those pants were purchased in 2013. I'm recording this video in August of 2018, so I'm really happy with my purchase of these pants, considering that it took me less than a month to rip my Cry ACs. Any sort of uniform, no matter how expensive and how over-engineered it is, eventually will rip. Every design has weak spots, and it's just, a part of life. So if you're the type of player that doesn't want to spend $185 in a pair of Cry G3s, and you don't want to go out there and support knockoff companies of Cry, take a look at Tru-Spec. It is a great product for its price point. Is it the best uniform out there? No. However, I think it has a lot of really sophisticated designs that it has borrowed from other companies and borrowed from other designs that have existed, like the ACU cut, but it's done in a very affordable packaging. So I would highly recommend the Tru-Spec line of uniforms, and if you'd like to pick them up for yourself, there will be links down in the description below to where you can check them out on Amazon. And as a disclaimer, these are affiliate links, so if you click on it and you purchase it, I do get a very small percentage, which allows me to continue to make videos like this and show you guys brand new kit that you might be interested in. But overall, I think that they are great. Like I said, I've had the pants for 5 years, and that's the only damage I've had. I've had the combat shirt for going on a year now, and I've got a little bit of pilling. Oh well. But I'm a huge fan. I'm going to be picking up more Tru-Spec stuff, especially in Multicam Black, because that's kind of been on my radar recently, and I really like how it looks, and you can use it at places like Desert Fox Adventure, which I'm a huge fan of those games. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I know I'm getting a little off topic. I want to know the question of the day. What type of uniform do you wear for airsoft? Are you the type of guy that goes like full Cry kit? Do you do something a little bit more affordable like the Tru-Spec? Or are you that guy that rocks like that civvy, like, jeans and plaid type thing? Make sure to let me know down in those comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are running out there on the airsofting field. But like I said, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video and you found it really informative and you enjoyed what you saw, I would love it if you joined our community by hitting that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, hit that bell icon next to it to get updated when I post brand new videos just like this one every single Friday here on YouTube. If you'd like to connect with me more, make sure to follow me on social media. Links will be down in the description below for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you would like to support me, I know I'm starting to ramble on, you can visit my web store at shop.thebbwarrior.com. There's apparel, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. I know that's all apparel. But yeah, if you'd like to, get some cool designs, it personally helps me out. It allows me to continue to make these videos. I would wholeheartedly appreciate it. But I love all of you guys so much. I love the community that we formed, and, thank you for watching my videos. This has been Lane from the BB Warrior talking about the Tru-Spec line of uniforms, and I'll see you all next time.